We all have dreams. That burning desire for something more, something extraordinary.
One of my direct subordinates, one of my guys that worked for me, he would call me up or pull me aside with some major problem, some issue that was going on. And he'd say, boss, we got this and that and the other thing. And I'd look at him and I'd say, good. And finally one day he was telling me about some issue that he was having, some problem. And he said, I already know what you're going to say. And I said, well, what am I going to say? He said, you're going to say good.
But between those dreams and reality lies a barrier. A familiar, comfortable space we call the comfort zone. It's safe, predictable, and oh so easy to stay put.
Listen to me very closely. As a Christian, I remember going to God and crying out and saying, I'm doing all the right stuff. I'm doing all the right stuff. I'm not hurting nobody. I'm finding folks' wallet, and I'm finding a way to get their wallet back. I'm not disrespecting females. Like, I'm trying to do all the right stuff. Why am I broke?
But is it where greatness is found? Have you ever asked yourself? Because greatness, my friends, lies just beyond the edge of what's comfortable. It's in the unknown, the challenge, the pursuit of something bigger than yourself. Are you ready to step up? Are you ready to rise above?
Number one thing is you have to have a very clear vision, a very clear goal of where you want to go. Because only then you will get there. You can have the best airplane or the best ship in the world, but if the captain doesn't know where to go, he will just drift around. If the pilot does not know where to go, he will just drift around with his plane.
Money's not gonna come to you because you're not doing money stuff. Come on, you gotta hear what I'm telling you. He said you gotta be intentional and deliberate about money stuff. You gotta create a product that people need, and you gotta give it to them regularly. Like, thank God on Monday for the last 8 years. You just gotta keep giving it to them. And the first year, nothing. The second year, nothing. The third year, a little something. The fourth year, a little bit more. By the fifth year, boom, you're a household name.
Building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. Stay focused, keep hustling, and watch your small, consistent efforts blossom into financial freedom.
He said, that's what you always say. When something is wrong and going bad, you always just look at me and say, good. And I said, well, yeah, when things are going bad, there's going to be some good that's going to come from it. Didn't get the new high-speed gear we wanted? Good. Didn't get promoted? Good. More time to get better. Oh, mission got canceled? Good. We can focus on another one. Didn't get funded. Didn't get the job you wanted. Got injured. Sprained my ankle. Got tapped out? Good. Got beat? Good. We learned. Unexpected problems? Good. We have the opportunity to figure out a solution. That's it.
That's the problem. That's the problem. And that's a problem that I've always had. Is that right there. Is that even some of the most trained people in the world fall back on that. It's easy to talk about. Like I said, when you go through it once, it's a perishable skill. Hardness, mental hardening, mental toughness, it's a perishable skill. Just because you went through some training once and you got through it, doesn't mean it lasts fucking forever.
Ditch the talk of gritting your teeth. True motivation comes from finding joy and purpose in the journey, not just enduring the struggle.
Motivation is garbage. Yup. Mel Robbins, one of the most successful motivational speakers in the world, just said, motivation is garbage.
And that's where most people hated me in my life, because I realized that. You don't just say, oh, I got it, I'm checked off, I'm good for the rest of my life. That's why you have to recall. You recall on fucking everything. And you definitely must recall when it comes to the mind. That is one of the biggest requalifications you must have. And when you're at that level, you got to recall every fucking day, not once a year.
True growth begins with introspection. Invest in self-discovery, unearth your passions, and chart a course towards goals that ignite your soul.
So I think the key thing is that you know where we're going and that you're very passionate about that you see it always in front of you, the goal. And the other thing that's important is that you got to shoot for the top. You got to go and really have big goals and think big, because then you're going to get big. Then you're going to go and achieve big things. That is the most important thing. We don't achieve big things by accident. So shoot for the top, shoot for the sky, shoot for the, for the stars.
The ambitious vision ignited a spark within you, but a chilling whisper of doubt soon followed, questioning your ability to reach such lofty heights.
'Cause what I'm really afraid of, and what you're really afraid of, is getting to the end of your day, to the end of your life, and having something left to give. Saying, damn, I played safe versus full out. I'd rather have a skin knee. I'd rather have a skin chin. I'd rather be tired. I'd rather have a bunch of failures because I took the leap than a bunch of potential because I sat down.
Forget trying. We rise to the challenge, embracing the grit and determination required to turn dreams into reality.
You see, you're making the same mistake we all make when we think about motivation. You're waiting to feel motivated first before you take action. And you've been told a lie about motivation. See, you've been made to believe that you got to feel motivated, that feeling, that emotion is going to come before the action. It's actually the opposite. You got to take action and the motivation comes. And that's why the first takeaway is motivation is garbage. Because my definition of motivation is that it's just a feeling and it comes and it goes, okay? That's the way that you've been using it. And the irony is you need motivation. Motivation is fundamental. You need this desire to move in order to finish a project. You got to have motivation to get out of bed, to move off the couch, to head to that networking meeting.
The other thing is that you got to work your butt off. If you think that you're going to go and accomplish something really special and be the best in anything in the world, and you think you can do it without working, you make a big mistake. Because no matter what I did, if it was in bodybuilding or in acting or if it is in the political arena, it always took a lot of work. And you got to put out and you got to, sometimes make a lot of sacrifices. Notice, if you're not willing to work hard, forget about it. So there's another rule that is very important.
So remember these 4 pillars for success. Embrace the grind. Forget the myths of overnight success. Achievement is a journey, not a destination. Each day, commit to putting in the hard work, even when it's not easy. Remember, consistency is key. Small, steady efforts compound over time, building the momentum to propel you forward. Don't wait for motivation to strike like lightning. Cultivate the discipline to show up and work relentlessly, because progress rarely waits for perfect inspiration. Dream big. Don't be afraid to set ambitious goals. Let your imagination soar. Break free from the shackles of self-doubt and envision possibilities beyond your perceived limitations. Challenge yourself to reach for the stars, even if they seem out of reach at first. Remember, great achievements are often born from audacious dreams. Start now. Don't fall victim to the trap of procrastination. The perfect moment is a myth. Take the first step today, however small it may seem. Every journey begins with a single step, and every dream starts with taking action. Don't wait for the right time or the perfect circumstances. Seize the present moment and watch your dreams come to life, one step at a time. Maintain discipline. The road to success is paved with challenges and setbacks. There will be days when doubts creep in, and the urge to give up may beckon. But remember, discipline is the bridge between your aspirations and their realization. Develop the mental strength to stay focused and committed to your goals, even when the going gets tough. Consistency trumps fleeting motivation, so cultivate the discipline to show up consistently and keep pushing forward, even on the days when the path appears unclear. By embracing these 4 pillars, hard work, audacious dreams, immediate action, and unwavering discipline, you possess the tools to break through barriers, conquer your fears, and achieve the seemingly impossible. So, go forth with courage and conviction, and shape your own path to greatness. Together, these principles will empower you to break through barriers and achieve greatness. Now go forth and conquer your dreams.